Tomas is moving at 9 kilometers per hour. The relatively slow movement of the hurricane will mean prolonged effect of both high winds and heavy rain. The projected path of Hurricane Tomas takes it right across the Lau Group today. There is now a threat of an impending tidal wave for the Lau Group. This comes as the Lasi crossing and the approaches for the Nasangalao Bridge on Lakemba were washed out due to strong waves caused by Hurricane Tomas. Most homes are underwater, some have been damaged, crops destroyed, and power supply and communication links have been cut off.
It's 7 o'clock. I'm Keith Broadbridge. Hurricane Tomas struck terror last night in Vanuatu in northern Laos, cutting off communications and pounding villages with tidal waves and relentless damaging winds. Tomas passed over Vikumbia last night and was making its way to the Lomaiviti and Lau groups. As we speak, the Lomaiviti group and the Lau group are bearing the full brunt of Hurricane Tomas. Northern parts of Vanuatu were also battered by strong winds and continuous heavy rain as Tomas moved. Villagers abandoned their homes because the strong winds blew off rooftops while tidal waves pummeled the coastal areas. Most homes are underwater and some have been damaged, crops destroyed, and power supply and communication links have been cut.
So far, only one deceased. There's a lady that died in Sabusabu, the Konrove.
The number of evacuees is expected to increase once communication is established with the Northern Lao Group. The latest weather report from Nandi says that Tomas is still intensifying as it moves through the Fiji Group and is expected to have winds of up to 200 kilometres per hour within the next 12 hours. Nandi Weather Office meteorologist Matthew Botenhaven says the latest position of the hurricane shows it's directly in the middle of the Fiji Group.
Severe tropical cyclone Tomas, Category 4 system, located 130 kilometres east-southeast of Lambasa or 240 kilometres east-northeast of Suva at 5:30 a.m. this morning.
Tomas is expected to reach peak intensity early this morning and maintain it for about 12 to 18 hours before undergoing a very gradual weakening afterwards.
FBC News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stanley Simpson with the 10 a.m. News Update. Parts of the Central Division are now experiencing power outages, and other areas are expected to have their power cut soon as Hurricane Tomas rages through the Fiji Group. Communication links to the north have been sporadic, but FBC News has managed to get through to some of the villagers in the division, who describe a scene of destruction with houses either blown away by the strong winds or swept away by strong waves. We will bring you these interviews later in the bulletin. Hurricane Tomas is wreaking havoc in the Lau Group, the Lomaiviti Group, but weakening in some parts of the north.
And on Coral Island, after 2 days and 1 night of being continuously pounded by strong winds and heavy rain, villagers of Kandy on Coral Island are finally picking up the pieces. Kandy District School teacher Akariwaura says his students are without a classroom as its roof was completely blown off by Hurricane Tomas.
There are no reports of injury at this stage, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says all 480 New Zealanders in Fiji are believed to be safe and well. For now, travel warnings remain in place. The devastating storm's expected to remain strong for the next 12 hours, before weakening as it moves away from the islands. Ruth Wynne-Williams, One News.
And it appears the worst of the cyclone may have passed. On the phone with me now from Nandi is Matt Boterhoven, who's the senior forecaster with the Fiji Meteorological Service. So Matt, what's the latest now with Cyclone Tomas?
Severe tropical cyclone Tomas, Category 4 system, was located 220 kilometres east of Suva at 10 a.m. This morning. Close to the centre we have average wind speeds of 165 kilometres per hour. Cyclone's moving south at 18 kilometres per hour.
And Matt, when's it likely to blow itself out?
Well, we'll continue moving south over the next couple of days. It is eased the weakening in the last few images, so I think it's peaked already, and over the next 18 hours we could see winds close to the centre reduced to 130 kilometres per hour. By tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. we expect it to be well away from Suva, probably around 560 kilometres southeast of Suva at 10 a.m.
So Matt, any more land areas that will be under threat?
Yeah, through the Lau and Lama Viti groups today, we'll still expect some hurricane force winds around those islands, and still some storm force a little bit further away.
All right, thank you. That's Matt Botahoven there from the Fiji Meteorological Service.
There is, it's still coming down straight towards you.
Okay. It reaches to the point or still coming?
It's still coming. It's coming straight over the top of Bundu. It's gonna come right over the top of Rambi, Taviuni, the whole northern part of Fiji.
Well, that's by tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I can't see how far off it is at the latest report. Being Sunday, Fiji's not giving us current updates. The last one is about 400 kilometres away, but it's still coming towards you on the map. Yeah, and the eye of the cyclone's going to come pretty close over the top of Rambi, Undu, Savu, all that area.
Okay.
So at this stage, it's still coming straight towards you.
Still coming, eh?
Yeah. How is the houses and everyone holding up?
Well, we try our best to do what we can, but it depends on the force of the wind.
Yeah. All right, well, and everybody's in your house, in the concrete house?
Yeah, everybody's here.
All right, well, look, we'll keep ringing tonight. What's the time there now?
It's almost 9 o'clock now.
9 o'clock, so, okay, well, we'll try and ring every hour and just check how you're going.
Okay, that's very good, so we'll keep listening.
Yeah, and how many in the house with you now?
It's about, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 10 adults.
10 adults and all the kids?
And the kids.
All right, have they left the timber house, Yona's house? They all in your house now?
Yeah, except...
Okay, and how's the house holding up?
What's that?
How is the house holding up?
Oh, the house is, okay. But, trees start breaking up.
The trees are breaking up?
Yeah, breaking up branches and all that. Because you need these breadfruit, mango trees, banana trees, they're all down.
They're all down already?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
We now have reports of 73 houses confirmed destroyed in the Northern Division. We received reports of significant storm surge being experienced in the Loma Viti group, and also still in Vanua, they are still experiencing storm surge. So while the cyclone has moved down to the Lau group, they are still having effects in the Northern Division. Power is out in most areas, therefore affecting water supply. However, we've been advised that power poles have not been affected, have not been pulled down.